This is your cold plunge tutorial 101. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the benefits and how to exactly do a cold plunge. There are so many different benefits to the cold plunge, but most people don't understand the benefits. So real quickly, I'll go through these. First, it lowers inflammation in the body. And so if you're working out like me, running, whatever, I'm definitely not running, but if you're working out and doing some sort of things and you want to lower the inflammation in your body, cold exposure is an amazing tool for that. The other thing that cold exposure does is it puts your body in a fight or flight state. And so when you're in the cold plunge, I'm going to show you exactly how to breathe, but you put your body in a flight or flight state and you calm yourself down and you calm your nervous system down through breathing. And so one of the greatest things that this cold plunge does is it allows you to deal with chaos better, right? Like, I'm a firm believer in business and in life, your success is directly correlated to how much chaos you can withstand. And so if I intentionally put myself in a chaotic situation, I can calm myself down, then when I come out of the world, none of this other stuff in the external world is really chaotic. So lowers inflammation. Now for the men as well, it is shown to raise testosterone over time, cold exposure. It also does something with the gray matter, but I would be totally pulling this out of my butt if I was like, well, the gray matter and it expands and then your brain and you, I don't know any of that. So you have to look it up, but it does a lot of stuff for the gray matter inside of the brain. And there's a whole bunch of other benefits, but most importantly, it shows you that if you tackle the thing that you don't want to do, you can handle a lot of the other stressors here in the other world. And so what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to get into the cold plunge. We're going to show you the breathing methodology and how to calm yourself down. And right now, as you can see, let me grab my phone. As you can see, my roommates put my cold plunge up to 48. So it's kind of weak, right? Usually mine's down to 41. Now, another thing that I wanted to mention is most of you with all your arms and legs, the first thing that touches the cold water for you is your toes. You know what the first thing that touches the cold water for me is? I ain't even got an answer. You already know, right? So now typically, I got my plunge from Plunge, one of the greats. And what you typically can do with a cold plunge is you can start off by getting your body prepped with what we call dragon breathing or box breathing. And so what box breathing is you breathe in through the nose, and at the top you hold for 4 seconds, and then you blow all the way out until you're empty, and you hold at the bottom for 4 seconds. And so it's deep breath in through the nose, you hold for 4 seconds, and then you blow out of the mouth all the way until you're empty, and you hold at the bottom for 4 seconds, and you just repeat that. That's the same process you do before getting into the cold plunge, and it's the same process you do staying in the cold plunge and lowering your heart rate, and when you get out to cool yourself off, or meant to warm yourself up, it's the same thing. It's all with the breathing. And so typically, I would go through a few reps before we get into the cold plunge, but I just got out of a workout. I'm ready, I'm primed and ready. But make sure if this is the first time that you're doing it, do it with someone around you. So in case you start freaking out and you pass out, you don't die, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a timer on for me. Now, studies show, I forget which doctors, one of the doctors that I study, but this was a really big misconception for me. Is like, I was like, I need to do the cold plunge every day. And don't get me wrong, you could do the cold plunge every day. It's not necessary. I think, I forget what the doctor said. Is a great podcast, but they said you need about 11 minutes a week. And so if you can just get in there 11 minutes a week, that's amazing. Now, I have a video on my Instagram where I sat in a cold plunge in Utah when it was snowing for 17 minutes. Don't do that. It's just stupid and it's ego driven, right? So you don't need to be in the cold plunge that long. I'd highly suggest for your first time, maybe 30 to a minute. And then as you slowly go up, 3-4 minutes is Gucci, right? So right now I'm gonna literally be in there for 3 minutes. I'm gonna get in, I'm gonna get out, I'm gonna be fully immersed, and we're gonna get into it. So hope for the best. Immediately, your body wants to freak out. Hold at the top. Exhale all the way out, 4 seconds. All the way in, hold. 4 seconds out.
Empty at the bottom, 4. Back in. Hold. And just repeat that cycle. You'd be surprised how calm you can get yourself, and your heart rate will lower. And this will show you how well you cannot deal with stress. Also, cold plunge. After you're done cold plunging, it releases dopamine for another like 6 to 8 hours throughout the day. So you have a drip of energy throughout the day. I don't drink coffee. I don't do drugs. I don't do caffeine. My only crack is the cold. Just like that. 3 minutes is up. You can either start by putting your head under, or you can end it by putting your head under, or you can float away like I am. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dunk my head and then jump into my pool. Oh yeah! Like the Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah! Follow me. Vámonos! And just like that, my cold therapy is over. If you like this type of vid, if you're going to commit to a cold plunge, drop a comment below. And if you like this video, click the bell, subscribe, because every single week we're slamming content just like this. I'm gonna give you a treat at the end. I'm gonna climb to the top of this waterfall and I'm gonna jump off. Let's see if I can swim. Oh, my waterfall's not on, but just to pretend. Do some parkour. Dude, see an alligator? Just an alligator just screwed something up right there?
That is an alligator right there.
Yeah, look. Look, get it. His name is Gus. There's 2 alligators in that pond. He must have been right there. You didn't see him.
He just ate dinner.
He was scared of the real alligator on the block. You know what I'm saying? It's been an honor spending time with you. This is the Cold Plunge Guide 101. Don't swim in alligators. You'll end up looking like me. If you thought I was born like this, no. I wrestled Gus the other day and I lost. See you on the other side. YouTube out.